Good morning, everybody. Today is December the 5th, 2013, and I am sitting outside of the neighborhood. I'm at Walmart Neighborhood Market waiting on Stephanie. It's early in the morning. I picked her up from work. She works third shift, and she wanted to go in and get some peppers. She loves peppers. My baby is weird. She loves peppers and avocados. I think she's going to get an avocado, too. She's basically a vegetarian. I'm seeing her in the store shopping in the produce aisle now. But I just wanted to ask real quickly about something that I had heard on the news that they've talked about that I've not heard too many people talk about, is tethering. That is the tethering of dogs. Tethering to tie them up, to chain them up in the yard, blah, blah, blah. Most of you know this, but for those of you who don't, that is what it means. So, here in North Carolina, during the coming year, they're gonna phase out tethering. You will not be allowed to tether your dog. You will not be allowed to have a dog tied in your yard. Your dog must have free room. Your dog must be behind a fenced-in gate or live indoors. I'm not sure how that's going to work because these people that have these big dogs, those dogs are going to be able to either jump a fence or get out of a fence. Some people are just not going to abide and they're just not going to tie their dogs up. Excuse me. Some people will probably think that their dogs, of course our dogs are our babies. They're like family. I feel the same way about my Mr. Furley. My Mr. Furley is a 5-pound fluff, a little toy poodle. Some people feel even if they have the big dogs, the pit bulls, the Great Danes, this, that, and the other, my dog, he's not going to hurt anybody. But you don't know that. You might be 99% sure he's not going to hurt anybody, but you can't be absolutely positive that they're not going to bite somebody. My little 5-pound of fluff, I would not trust around the neighbor children. I would trust him, I believe, more so around the adults, but I would not trust my dog around children. He just doesn't seem to like children. He used to bark at the neighbors when he would see them out, but he doesn't really bark at them anymore. He'll just kind of look at them and make a little noise, if I have him outside on his leash. But he doesn't really bark anymore. But if he's looking out the bay window and sees the neighborhood children outside, he has a fit. And I'm talking barking and growling, and that tail is not wagging. So, no, I wouldn't trust him to be around the neighborhood children at all. Of course, he might love them. He might not. I just discovered that there is another grocery store here that I didn't know anything about. Leming's Global Mart. But that's neither here nor there. You don't want to hear about that. So, do you know anybody that tethers their animals? I know in Virginia, I had a dog and he was tethered, but he had a 20-foot chain on a spiral, I don't know what you'd call it. Anyway, so it would not tangle. Our property was too big to put a fence around. We had a huge yard, and just putting a fence up was not feasible. So what do you think? Do you think that people will ignore this? They're talking about, too, if you were caught not tethering your dog, if you were caught tethering your dog, the first time will be a warning. The second time will be, I think, a $250 fine, and the third time will be like a $500 fine. I feel like the people that can't afford to put up a fence, or maybe that has the biggest dogs that might get through that fence and can't tether their animal, may end up just letting their animal go. And that's going to be dangerous, too. So I really don't know how they're going to work around this. So how do you feel about tethering? Do you believe in tethering? Do you not believe in tethering? What are your thoughts? And here comes my baby, so I got to go. Bye.